Welcome to class. Today we're going to do a short class designed to support your knees. You'll need a loop band and a foam roller for today's class. So let's begin rolling out your quads. You're going to come to the mat face down, put the roller on your hips and then roll down towards your knees using your arms to drag yourself along the mat. As you're rolling the fronts of your legs, you want to do your best to allow them to relax. So we're going from the top of your thigh, just below your hip, all the way down to just above your knee. You can also bend and straighten your legs if you find a nice tight spot that you want to focus in on. And again, just do your best to visualize the muscles relaxing and letting go. If they're particularly tight, they may hurt a little, so just take breaks if you need to and work within your tolerance. You can use your breath to help you. So now we're going to come off the roller, turn around and sit on it to roll your glutes. So I'm starting with my right glute, crossing my right ankle to the outside of my left knee, and then I'm going to tip over onto the right glute and give it a nice roll up and down. So try to allow the right leg to be as relaxed as possible, and again just focus in on any areas that feel particularly tight. Now I want you to go down onto your forearm and we're going to tip right over and do what we call the TFL muscle. So this is just above your hip. You can do it with your leg bent or straight. And if you have any knee issues, this one is often very tight. So you may want to pause the video to focus in on this one a little bit more. Good, and now we're going to do the other side. So starting with the glute, take a seat on the roller, hands back behind you, cross your left ankle to the outside of your right knee and then tip over onto that left bottom muscle, rolling up and down and side to side and just focusing on any tight spots. And now coming down to do the TFL. So again, onto your forearm, you can have your left leg crossed or extended out straight, but just rolling that top part above your hip socket, as this is often tender and tight if you have knee issues. So coming off the roller now, we're going to come and lie down onto your back and put the band around your knees. And these are some of my favorite exercises to help support the knees, and they work well on the hips too. So just beginning by pressing your right knee into the band and then controlling it on the return. So you're doing your best to keep your pelvis really still as you work. Try not to let the weight shift on the back of your pelvis. If you pay attention to where the weight is and how it's distributed, you'll feel if it moves when you open your knee. And thinking about controlling on the way in as well. Good, and we've got 4 more here. Lovely, and now we're going to do the other side. So pressing your left knee into the band, nice and controlled. You can think about anchoring down a little through your right foot, keeping your right side of your pelvis nice and stable. Good, and again we've got 4 more. Lovely, and now we're going to go into a bridge. So taking your feet slightly wider, pressing your knees out into the band, and then raising your hips up and down. So as you're working, you want to think about engaging through your bottom muscles, keeping weight through the heels, and keeping that gentle outwards pressure on the band. Good, we're going to do 4 more like this. Lovely. Take a quick break, and then we're going to add on to that a little bit more. So pressing up, and now press outwards with both knees 3 times, and then lower your hips down. So we go up, press out for 3, 2, 1, keep your knees open as you lower down. And again, lift, 3 presses, knees stay open as you lower. Nice. And we've got 4 more, and again just focusing on the glutes and as you work. And last one. Good work, everybody. So now take the band off, and we'll give your glutes a stretch. So crossing your right ankle to the outside of your left knee, and then you can either draw your left knee in towards you, or if that position is a little bit strong on the knees or hips, place your hand on your knee and draw it across to the opposite shoulder instead. Do your best to let the leg relax, and use your arms to pull the leg in so you're getting that lovely stretch through your right glute. Okay, let's do the other leg. So again, you can pick up the right leg, or you can put your hands on your left knee and draw it across using your arms. Breathing in, and then breathing out, relaxing into the stretch. And then from here, you can rock up to sitting, and we're done. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you on the next class.